Hey, thanks for coming back. I'm Aimee at EuroLuxHome.com. If you like learning about European antiques, be sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and maybe even share it with a friend who might also enjoy learning about European antiques. So I am often asked, how to identify the type of wood on a particular piece of furniture. So I thought that I would start a brand new series all about identifying different types of wood. And so today we're starting with oak, because oak is really known for strength and durability, and it has a very distinctive graining pattern. So in my opinion, it's one of the easier ones to identify. So oak has been used to manufacture furniture and houses and all kinds of things for hundreds and hundreds of years. Going all the way back 500 BCE, before Christ, a group of people known as the Druids actually felt that oak was sacred. And the name Druid actually means oak. And they felt that because it was sacred, it actually had healing properties. So maybe the next time you have a headache, just go put your hand on your dining room table. But as I mentioned, it's been used for a long time. And if we turn back to the 12th century, that is the Middle Ages, and with the rise of the Gothic style of furniture. And oak was really predominantly used starting in the 12th century for the Gothic style, going through the 15th and 16th centuries into the Renaissance style, and through the 17th century in the Baroque style. All of those different styles of pieces are very big and heavy, and so oak was used because it's a hardwood that is really sturdy and reliable, yet it can be carved with intricate designs, and we do see very intricate designs in Gothic and Renaissance and Baroque style pieces. But by the 18th century, oak really fell out of favor with the rise of other woods such as walnut and mahogany that became more popular for a period of time. But by the late 19th century into the 20th century, we see the rise of popularity of oak again, especially with the arts and crafts movement. That movement, that aesthetic, was really based on craftsmanship and simplicity and durability for the everyday person. And so oak, being so reliable and sturdy, became a favorite choice again for the manufacture of furniture. Now, the oak tree itself is widely found throughout the Northern Hemisphere, and it has been around for 30 million years. So this is an old tree, and it does come from the same family as the chestnut and the beech trees, so you will find a similar graining pattern there. But there are actually more than 500 species of oak trees, but what they all have in common is that easily identified lobed leaf, and the fruit of the oak tree, of course, is the acorn. So if we talk more about the actual characteristic of oak as a wood, the oak tree grows very slowly, and that slow growth is what causes the density and hardness. Oak really is one of the harder woods, and it's very dense. And because of that, it is incredibly durable and is resistant to wear and damage. It really is less prone to warping than other woods. And maybe it's most likely that because oak is just known for its strength and endurance, that's the reason it was chosen as the traditional wedding gift for your 80th anniversary. But you don't have to wait until your 80th anniversary to buy a beautiful piece of oak furniture. So you would like to know how to identify oak, and it's from the graining pattern. So I'm going to direct your attention down to this oak table because I think you can really see what is distinctive about oak is these long, straight striations interspersed with these wave-like patterns. So here's another wave-like pattern, and then we have the long, straight graining in between, sort of a wave-like pattern. So let's come look at another piece so that you can see a little difference. If you come down here, this is a beautiful Louis Philippe armoire. And here on the doors, we can see again these long straight striations interspersed with this wave-like pattern. Now, here in the middle is a different panel. So it all depends on how you cut the wood. So think of a tree trunk, the round tree trunk, and the rings of the tree are in that tree trunk. If you cut with the grain, it creates this pattern. But if you come back to that tree and you cut at a 90-degree angle, and I'm putting up a picture so you can really see the difference. If you're cutting at a 90-degree angle to the grain, it creates this what's called quarter-sawn oak. And here you can see it creates almost, it's called tiger stripes. And we have a little bit here, but it's a different look than the normal graining pattern. So here in the quarter-sawn oak, it's what's called medullary rays. That is what you're seeing. And they're these little kind of flake-like pattern. And sometimes they're actually kind of shiny. So let's come and we'll look at another piece. So here is a really nice nightstand, and it is also in oak. I'm just going to pull out and show you. Here you can see those long graining patterns. So then here on the top, here you can really see this quarter-sawn oak pattern. So this is cut at 90 degrees to the rings, the tree growth rings, and it creates these tiger stripes that actually are really, there's a smooth surface that's different from that textured surface. Now, you might think that color might be another way that you could determine what type of wood something is. But really that is less reliable, because if you look back here, this is a golden oak. So it's a lighter, more golden color. But we also, oak tends to go all the way to a deep, rich, dark brown. So color is not as reliable as an identification method. But in general, as oak ages, it does darken over time, so that antique oak pieces really do have a warm, beautiful, rich patina. So I hope this has been interesting for you. Be sure to come back next week and we will explore a different kind of wood and learn to identify it. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and maybe even share it with a friend who might also enjoy learning about different styles and types of wood. See you next time.